Hello. Just setting up so I can see. There's my phone telling me something's going on. Hello. And that's me. Cool. Well, don't all say hi at once. Because there's no one there. Hey, Turbofish. Hello. How are you? How's the 400 Club treating you? Now I've got Pokemon stuck in my head because my son's watching it. Just wait for a couple more people here. But how are you, Turbofish? You working or getting home from work? Sunshine Aquatics, hello. How are you? Long time no see. I'm just finishing my work week. Had a few dramas just right at the end of the week. So always the best. I sell heating and cooling, and the weather has turned to crap down here. So this morning wasn't too bad, and then halfway through the day, we got 35 mil of rain, which is the most we've had all year. It was crazy out on the roads, and it's not a really nice old man bought a heater off me. We installed it on Monday, and he had an issue, and I didn't know he had an issue. And then, he just called me then, yelling at me. I just sell them, so I don't know what's wrong because they came out, fixed it, worked at lunchtime, and just stopped again. So they can't get out till Monday, and we're just about to have like the worst weekend ever. I'm doing good, just currently have insomnia. Well, I'm here to see you through that, at least for an hour or so. I have these in front of me. Papa. It's not the blue pill and the red pill, it's just two pills. They're worming tablets. I was given them for free. I went down to my local fish store and said, look, pretty sure that the Discus, the breeding pair that I'm trying to lay the eggs, they're not as active at the moment, and the female did a clear white poo, and she's never been eating properly really since I got her, and I've been overlooking the whole worming thing. So I got these. I'm going to put them in this little container, try and dissolve them up a bit before I put them in. We'll see how that goes. But apparently Discus are very prone to worms, and I have angelfish as well with my Discus. And I don't know the full story, but I think from the sounds of it, angelfish can carry worms without much of a problem sometimes, like certain worms or whatever, that will really affect the Discus. So that might be what's been happening. But hey, we all live and learn in this hobby. What are we saying? Doing good insomnia? Oh, so sweet. We're all here for your insomnia. I work nights, lol. Sounds like internal parasites. That's it. I was like, internal parasites, and then people keep thinking worms, so I'm going to try worming them. Tell me if you guys, I've never really had issues with worms with my fish, or if I haven't been experienced enough to notice that that's what's going on. So tell me, if you've had experience, how's it go? I dissolve all this up, and then am I expecting like results very quickly, or I'm going to sneeze? Am I expecting the results like within a day, 2 days, weeks, a month? They said in the shop, probably a couple of weeks, said, put this in, and then maybe after and put some Epsom salts in, helps make the fish pass everything, and then do a thorough, luckily they're in a bare bottom tank, so then we'll do a thorough clean, get rid of hopefully any leftover parasites, and do a water change after 3 or 4 days. So we'll see. Where are we? I got a new tattoo. It's on my back, so it's making getting comfortable a challenge. What's the tattoo of? Many times anchor worms and Calminaris. Is that right? Calminaris redworms. Okay. Anchor worms. I think I've seen like a video. Do they get massive if they just get out of control? I had really good results with the API general cure for parasites. What have I got? Bear with me a sec. I think I've got something here. No, I think, yeah, that was just water conditioner. Maybe I do have some other stuff here, but I shouldn't be touching this with my fingers, should I? I should get something to stir it with. I'll do that in a sec. All right. No one will be using this. Just a screwdriver that I never really use, so I won't have anything on it. Oh God, they really don't want to break up at all, do they? Where are we? I had really good results with the API. That's what we just said. Same here, but I don't think Australia and New Zealand have the same general cure med. Metro is the active chemical. Okay. My tattoo is a big, beautiful lotus flower. Nice. Nice. We're in agreement, Turbo. I haven't got any tattoos. I get really bad eczema. Like, bad at the moment. So I really can't put anything on my skin, unfortunately. Yeah, that needs longer before I can stir that up. I freaking love your gaming setup behind you. The PlayStation, yeah, they are pretty cool. I used to manage an electronics store, and then it went out of business. It got shut down, and Sony never wanted to pick up their stuff, so I got it. So I'm waiting for them to see one of these videos one day and go, there it is. It's at his house. It's really cool. On like Sundays, we'll watch the local like Aussie rules football, not local football. So it's big nationwide football. We'll watch it on the TV over there, and then I'll fire up all the gaming systems, and all the kids can have a play and stuff. So yeah, and then I can play it too. So we've got 6 people watching and 6 likes. If anyone knows the fine art of moderating, I'm looking for some moderators for this channel because we've been having fun, done like 12, 13 streams or something. Now we're going to do another big stream on Sunday with Thirsty Rabbit and Dr. Black. But we don't really have many mods. Got Mr. B, Calypso. We haven't seen him for a little while. Well, I think I saw him for a minute on Monday. I'm a Call of Duty kind of gal. Call of Duty. I suck at Call of Duty. Oh, your mate picked up a Florida Gar. What? Florida Gar. G'day, mate. Pleco, Whisperer, Mark, how are you? I moderate on a few channels, biggest being Aquarium Co-op. Oh, dude, you were a moderator at Aquarium Co-op. That's awesome. Will you do me the honor of being a moderator on the Aquamate channel? Slightly under Aquarium Co-op, but now I'm just gonna open this screen and have a look at the Florida Gar. I like doing this. When people tell me what fish they get, I always just go straight and have a look. I might as well take you guys with me. Let's have a look. See, stuck in my head. Share. Images. Wow. How big is your Florida Gar now? Oh, I forget that when I do this, I have to set up the chat on my phone so I can see what's going on. Doo-doo. Come through that. Okay. I don't know crap about fish, mate. Oh, Turbo, there's a subspecies called the spotted gar, similar but different. Got 4 of those. Okay. That's not the spotted gar over here, around there, the one that I'm doing that to. Florida gar. Is it a Florida spotted gar? Google is saying that that's the thing. That's awesome. And what size do they get to? And what do you mean you don't know crap about fish? Is that your puffer in your logo? Because that's pretty impressive. 13-inch. That's big. Hang on, so that's just over a foot. God. And what size tank do you need for a 13-inch gar? They're cool looking fish. Yep, American sarcastic humor, bud. 20 plus years of fish keeping. I'm 25 years, but on and off. And most of that I was very young and I think I was just lucky. I didn't have too many issues, so it didn't bother me too much. All right. Sarcasm is my native language. I would say the same, but it is always hard on chats. Can't tell. All right, I'm gonna stop the screen share. Oh, there. Back. It's me. Same, my love, same. All right. Well, I'm going to take that as a yes and make you look all blue and wrenchy and stuff now, Turbo Fish. Sunshine, you should have been here the other day. Turbo Fish hit 400 subs, and then Thirsty Rabbit hit 400, like, I don't know, less than a minute later. And then Idle Creek Aquatics came on and hit 600. All like in just this one random thing. It was awesome. It was so cool. What would it take to ship fish or plants to you? Exactly that, a ship or a plane. I think the problem, I don't think it's too expensive. What was it? Thirsty was talking about getting some Fish Fam stickers. I'm just mixing the worming tablet up here. He was talking about getting Fish Fam stickers, and people saying that over there you send a letter and it's got what's too much. Yeah, too much to ship. That's exactly it. We're saying it's one stamp for you guys to send just a normal letter, and you got to put 3 stamps on it for a normal letter to go international, and it probably takes 2 to 4 weeks to get here. So that would be the big problem. You'd end up paying a fortune trying to get it here as soon as possible for the fish to survive and plants. But I don't know what the rules are on importing. So obviously maybe certain breeds or whatever. Like I know we're not allowed to have Asian arowana. You're not allowed to have Asian arowana either, are you? I just put it's hard to do this because you end up just seeing a reflection. I put in some goldfish pellets for the first time just because I had some spare ones for these baby endlers. They're not impressed at all. If you can see here, don't know, the reflection might be too much. There's a whole bunch of baby crebensis sitting there as well. Down the bottom. Trying to make it a bit more impressive. G'day, Sunshine. Yeah, man, the rules make me nervous. I know. Can you imagine sending just a couple plants and some fish and then just have like the feds rock up? You're like, are you Aqua, mate? No. Yes. Why? What have I done? Those pallets, yeah. Maybe that's the problem. They're probably just too hard and they're not breaking up because they've been around for ages. It was a bit of an experiment, but I think I might end up getting them out. Mark has a list of things you can ship to Australia. Yeah, you guys seeing those baby cribs all right? They're not very active. That's a bit of sand at the front, and I'm putting in just normal pallets crushed up. No, not even crushed up. They break up on their own. Oh, you have an import-export license. Well, yes, that could be kind of freaky. While I'm doing that, let's have a look over here. Next door to these babies are mum and dad with their babies. I'm trying to look at the vision on my phone, so I don't know if it's too glary or not. So that's mum and dad, and there's some babies right where the reflection is, over here. So I'm thinking of what I need to do is get a couple webcams, I think. That way I can make it a lot easier to show off the tanks. All right, I'm trying to see which one's going to give us the best view. I'm sure people get sick of looking at my face the whole time. No, that one's bad, hey. Yeah. All right, give me a sec. Turn this light on. Go back to this. Makes it a bit easier. Yeah, Pleco, I'd be curious about that list too. Not, as I said, I don't think it would actually work. Probably need to make that up a bit. I don't think it'll work too well because anything is going to take too long probably. But it would be interesting to know if you could. Plants could last a week in a bag, couldn't they? No, that's probably a dumb thing to say. I don't know. Where are we? Send them my way. The moss looks healthy. The moss is really healthy. It's I'm good at growing moss. That's basically it. I started off with a little clump. No, probably about that much. Put it in there, and then it's in there, and the Discus breeding tank, like it's populating all of the tanks. What are you talking about? You have a sweet face. Don't make me blush. It's not as sweet when it goes all red. Minosky tank, how are you? Actually, you're right. A week in a bag is possible. Yeah? Well, I was just thinking, I'm like, it'd starve it of all its oxygen, but then it would create its own, so it should be like its own terrarium for a week. You could probably send snails. They survive in anything. I reckon you could get a message in a bottle and just put some snails in there and just chuck it in the ocean, and they'd probably rock up at my house, even though I'm like an hour away from any ocean, and they'd still find their way into my tank. Like water, pure oxygen, small bag, no heat, cold packs. Could. We could make a video about it. We'll do a collab, Turbo. Collab. I hate saying that word. A collaboration. We'll send each other plants, and I'll send you some of my world famous moss, and you send me a plant, and we'll see what happens at the other side. And we'll both sneak a couple snails in on the plants, and we'll see if they make it through as well. Just had a Finding Nemo flashback. Oh, I'm trying to think of the reference. I've seen that movie 100 times. I love it. Is it 56 P. Sherman, 56 Wallaby Way, Sydney, Australia? So down. All right. Well, you look up shipping costs and I'll look up shipping costs. Hang on a second. This could be funny. How much would it cost to send aquarium plants to America? Exporting plants and plant products. A step-by-step guide for Australian... Ooh, here we go. It's not going to give me the price. It's just going to say, you can't do this. Your responsibilities as an exporter. Oh, turbo fish. There's a lot of stuff we're going to have to tick off. Go back. Can you bring flower seeds into the US? Yeah, I don't think there's going to be like a definitive answer. I'm so down because they were trying to get to Aussie. Well, they were in Aussie. They were in Australia, weren't they? The whole time. Hang on. Am I having a blonde moment that Nemo's actually from America? And then, nah, they kind of ridden that turtle current all the way around the world. I thought that was just to get into the bay in Sydney. We send stuff just outside of Melbourne frequently, nothing live. Usually it's 20, 25 bucks. Okay. Well, so are you saying it would be free to ship the plants if you just put a plant in one of those boxes and told me where they go? Just some company, cleaning company just opening boxes and like, why is there a plant in here? And I'll just be standing there waiting going, yeah, that's mine. Thank you. Yeah, that's the crap I'm nervous for. Vallisneria should be safe. Yes. I don't know what Vallisneria is, but I'm assuming it's a plant. It won't cost much. I used to send packages to Iraq all the time. How big were the packages? That's the thing. They'd be really light too, wouldn't they? It would take about a week to get there. What if you just put it in a Ziploc bag, put it in an envelope, put 3 stamps on it, and away we go? I suppose technically the smartest thing to do would be to do seeds. Can you get seeds off a lot of these plants? I don't know. It says we've got 8 people watching, and there's only you two talking in the chat. Medium-sized US parcel service, 14-inch and long and 5-inch deep. No seeds. Can you get seeds for carpeting ones? I was watching Protein. He did a video a little while ago, and I was just watching it again today while I was waiting for lunch. And he did an aquascape, put the plants in, and just kept everything wet, and then all the seeds sprouted, and then he filled the tank up. Lurkers. I told Thirsty Rabbit I was coming on. He said that he was doing a video, so he might just be sitting there in the background. Calypso, I was talking about you just before. How are you, man? Tissue cultures? Yeah, they might have been. And yes, tissue cultures would be easy because they just stack them in shells for resale anyway. So I'm trying to get these little pallets out. I think the snail likes these. Try and stir this up a bit more. Calypso, you came in at the right time. We're worming Discus. It's very exciting. That's hit and miss, though. You can dry start them that way. Tissue cultures too. Okay. Got to run out of the plant. I'll be back shortly. Was that a pun? That's good, man. Keep him busy. Have you done any videos lately? Or you've got this other channel. And I know he's started this other channel too, so I'm getting confused. These other channels pop up and then I don't see anyone all of a sudden. So I'm like, am I missing people? Like, yes. Here we go. Daily update. So I'm missing every day, am I? Swear I had your bell rang. But not right now. Someone's behind me. Yeah. What are you doing? You going where? Ah. That's my wife. She's on the camera.
She's not. Oh, careful.
It's going to get very noisy in here because I am actually sitting right next to a car. And the garage door that's going to get noisy because it's going to open up. There's people going out to get some food. Good. I'm being outnumbered by moderators, lol. Gotta be on my best behavior. Yeah, you do. Or, you know what I like to say? If you can't beat them, join them. Tell the wife I said hi. Hi. She's pretty cool about me doing all this stuff because it does take up a lot of time, but just doesn't want to be on camera. I got her on camera in one video for what was it? When the Discus were laying eggs, and she was pretty cool about it. She did threaten to sue me though. Donnie the Discus fish. Howdy, boss. Howdy. How are you? Right back at you. We are making a worming solution for the Discus, the ones that I'm trying to breed. So I know you've been following. God, it's cold out there. Yeah, we're trying to. Yeah, the female that was giving birth, laying eggs. I was having a few problems with her, not eating and not going to the toilet properly. So, come to the conclusion she may have worms. So we're trying that out. I feel so powerful now. Now you're like, do I use my power for good or evil? Definitely need moderator help on Sundays or your time Saturday evenings, because that's when the streams go a bit big. You end up with 25, 30 people in here. I had a guy last time who was crazy about Donald Trump, saying that he was Jesus reincarnated. And everyone's talking, and we had no moderators that could see the chat, so I had to jump on that. That other page, I did it because of the loss of my regular. Yeah, I heard you lost the login, or not login, just blocked you for a couple of days or something. But before that, you started another channel, didn't you? Hi, Sauce. Who's Sauce? I don't know who Sauce is. Mark, you're crazy. Not wrong with Donnie Trump. Nothing wrong with Donnie Trump. Would you claim that he is Jesus reincarnated? Because that would be weird. And yeah, he kind of was trying to change the topic. Don't get me into American politics. I think you're all crazy over there, but we're just as crazy here. We have an election next week to find out who the new Prime Minister of Australia is going to be. And I couldn't care less. They're all jackasses. So either way, I'm sure the taxes are going to go up. There's going to be something else I have to pay for, another road toll. It's another lowered speed limit that's there to save lives when really it's just there to make more money for the government. Oh, check this out. They're all in the moss. I don't know if the reflection's going to stop that or not. I just had to do that because all the babies just decided to go into the moss. Yeah, you can see them. Just not a great camera. I'm currently not employed, so I've been a night owl, so I should be able to join your live chats more. That's awesome. What did you do, Calypso? Were you being bad on another channel, on your other channel? I think he just locked himself out somehow. Yeah, Sunshine. Ooh. I can't say your name without thinking Sunshine, lollipops. Stop saying I do a stream like this maybe once a week. I did do one on Monday, just for fun. And yeah, I kind of like to unwind at the end of the week, maybe do this. The main stream that I will do is fortnightly with Thirsty Rabbit and Dr. Black. And like when we had your good self on the panel, we're going to try and probably have 1 or 2 people join on the panel, different people each week. Maybe at different times because it gets kind of hectic. That time you were on, there was 8 of us, and rainbows everywhere. So we're thinking about making it kind of trying to bring a little bit more structure to that stream, and that one is specifically designed for Americans, Canadians, and Australians to all be awake at the same time. But yeah, I know this one is pretty late. Select Pet, hello, how are you? Thank you for joining the stream. If anyone hasn't smashed the like button, you know what to do. So that was one thing that, yeah, we really wanted to do. It's because it's one of the reasons that Turbo hit that 400 and Thirsty hit the 400. Well, he's gone everywhere, Thirsty. And Otter Creek hit the 600 was because when he came in, when both Turbo and Otter Creek came in, there was like 5 or 6 Australian fish tubers there that they just don't get to see because we're opposite sides of the world. Kendall works night shift or something, so he was up at a weird hour, jumped on, said hello. And everyone's like, oh, who's this guy? I'm like, how do you not know who that guy is? Eastad, represent. And Eastad is up all the time too, so I see him lots. So yeah, anyway, like you stick to the same streams and the same times and stuff. I'm not saying get up in the middle of the night and check out other streams, but doing that means that you all of a sudden you get on to a different time slot with a different group of people and you find new channels and they can find you and all of that sort of stuff. So yeah, Sunday morning is a weird time for us to get up. We should be spending time with our family, but that's why we do it every fortnight, which is every 2 weeks. Because I did say that the other day and Fishy Biz was like, what's a fortnight? It's a video game. Every 2 weeks, 11 o'clock our time should be somewhere between 7 o'clock and 9 or 10 o'clock West, East American time, Canadian. And that means that, yeah, we've got you guys. You're all finishing dinner. And then you're ours for an hour or 2. And we can be idiots. And then you can go back to, we'll go back to our families and all the other things. What else? Eastad saying hey to everybody. Eastad does some, is like a gaming channel and does lots of horror games. And I like just sitting there. He's a funny dude and he has his funny clips pop up all the time and stuff. So it's always like really entertaining. There's always something going on. And I also am a horror fan and a video game fan. So I like to hang out there a bit. I was just saying to him before, I keep missing him because we've also had daylight savings down here, which is just thrown us out 1 hour. But all of a sudden I'm like, I could come home and go, oh, no, I've got a spare hour before I have to do something. And then all of a sudden it's just different people are on, or that stream's just finished or whatever. 54 punchy. I'm here. You can start now. Good. This whole, however long it's been, 38 minutes, I've been just waiting. Everyone's like, can we start? I'm like, no, Pam's not here. Watch the replay. Oh, hang on. These guys are getting me all excited. Every time they come up, I want to show them off to you guys. They're looking good. They're looking healthy. All right, just getting the screen up. Everyone's saying, hey, Legacy Aquatics, how are you? Hey, happy 1 year anniversary, Legacy. 700 in 1 year. That's awesome. I'm trying to replicate you. Kiwi Mamo, how are you? I'm trying to catch up on the chat. Everyone's saying hi. So one thing about the fish that we're looking at, these little guys, as I showed you before, I didn't show you anything because Pam wasn't here. The parents sitting next to them, and there are actually, 10 babies in with the parents still because I couldn't catch those 10. And believe it or not, there should be about 40 of those little dudes in there. Maybe I've lost a couple. I don't know. It's really hard. It doesn't look like that many, but then when you count them, it's really interesting to see the difference between whether they grow quicker or slower than the ones that are left with their parents, how the parents are reacting. So kind of like, I know it's going to ease my mind in the future that if the parents are being jerks, like the dad was being a jerk before, or he was being great to the kids, but not the mum, to be confident in the idea of actually moving the fry out and know that they're still going to have everything. They're going to be fine on their own. There's no even algae in this tank, so there's no extra food source other than what I'm putting in there for them. And I think as hopefully in a week or two we'll start getting a bit more algae growth, they'll start getting a bit more size. And but I reckon so far they are the same size, maybe slightly less active than the ones with their parents. They are lighter than the ones with their parents, but that can be really simple because there's no background for them and there's a window behind them and there's a black background for the babies in with the parents. Fish tends to darken up a bit when you have a darker background. I think it's just like a defense mechanism to kind of just blend in a little more and not stand out so much. Doing good, Aqua, mate. Instead, I see that. Wow, yeah, they're cool. You don't have a fish tank, do you, Easter? But you did have one. I think, is that right? Thanks very much, Aqua, mate. Yeah, everybody, Legacy's 1 year. 1 year old today. You got a nice little crib factory going. I know that's exactly right because that's the other thing. If I move all the babies out of the parents' tank, they'll just reload. They'll go again. And then I've got about 50 babies now, and then I'll have 100, and then I'll have 150, and before these guys are even ready to find new homes. I was so upset the other day, my Crebensis ate its fry again. Oh, no. Was it the mum or the dad select pet? That stinks, select pet. They should get the hang of it. I prefer East, but my real name is Paul. Hey, Paul. East Paul. East Paul Dad. That's really weird. My dad's name is Paul, and you're East Dad. Paul. Dad. Paul East. I'll stick with East. I think it's the male wanting to breed again. I think you might be right. How long did you have the babies for? Because one thing, I've bred them before, but I had them in a community tank, and I don't know who the culprit was. And when I noticed a couple fry missing, I went into like freak out grandfather mode and put in like a fry tank. I could only get 5, put them in there, and then they all grew up to be adults and they look great. And I don't really know if they bred again, but what I'm told, is after a week, yeah, he might start going, all right, I'm going to be a jerk because I want to do that again. So that's what with mine. He was looking after the babies. He was fine, but he had the mum. I thought the mum had died. I could not find her for 3 days, and then I lifted up. I'll show you this thing if you can see it properly. See that grass at the back? That's fake. There's a big, like, long black bit of plastic. It's like this big. If you can see properly. It was like this big. It's that big, and it's solid. And it pretty much sits on the bottom of the tank, but she was in under that. So I'll go over here. Whoop, forgot about this. She was, not doing too well. So that's when I thought, all right, it's time to move him out. The male's being a jerk. And I just couldn't get them all out. But it was enough to change the tank to... a bit better, to change the tank enough for him to stop harassing her. So, yeah. I don't know. They've kind of gone back to normal. She's still a bit skittish of him, so it's still a little bit of an issue. All right, I haven't looked at the chat for a minute. The male wanting to breed. I have about 30 Falawella catfish fry from this last batch of eggs. Wow, 30. They are cool. I'm starting to become a fan of them, man. And you sent... Oh, who was it? Who did you send the Corys? Madfish. You sent Madfish some Corys. Peppermint Corys, is that right? Peppered Corys? Peppermint. Peppered Corys. I like peppered Corys. Hughes of Guppies. Nice. Nice to see you. I'm a dad and I live in the east coast of the US. It's all coming together. I understand now. My real name is Audrey, but Sunshine has been my nickname for a while now. Is that Sunfish or Sunshine? I don't know who that is. You have to type again. I can't type. I'm sleepy. No, that's cool. They started to be late where you are. 54 Punchy doesn't have a real name. Cool. Pam. Lol, Pam. Stop giving it away. I'm going to do the pair in their own tank and pull the parents. The fry were maybe a couple or 3 weeks old. I reckon that's what it was then. He was probably ready to go again. And, decided to try and set the tank up the way that he wanted again. You are 54, period. I sent her some pepper Cory fry. That's right. Fry, how big were they? Like I suppose they're pretty independent Cory fry, aren't they? They just eat a lot of algae. I've had many tanks growing up, but none as advanced as this or others. Oh, these are simple. These are just set up for the babies. They're little breeding projects that I've got. This is my bar out in the garage. But it's starting to take over the garage. Hi, Pam. Hey, Mark, you woke up. I still want some longfin Corys. Longfin Corys, I haven't seen those. About ½ an inch. So they'll be about the size of I don't know, Pam, have you seen my new video? Self-promotion. The cutest catfish in the world. They're the pygmy Corys, or the Corydoras pygmaeus. Like the only scientific name I know. They are awesome. So if you haven't seen that, watch it. Ignore me being an idiot for the first minute and just appreciate it. They're like the cutest Cory. Like, I'm going to go and buy a bunch more, and they're probably the next thing I want to try and breed. The like button needs some love. That's some moderating right there. Good work. Thank you. Legacy Big Easy. Hey, Big. So, Eastad, am I correct in thinking you've met a few of these people before? Pygmy Corys are adorable. They just look like tiny little puppy dogs or something. I don't know what it is. I've always wanted them, and I was like, hey, they'd be cool. I'm like, no, I can't put them in with the Discus or the Angels. They're too small. And then I'm like, hang on. I have an male Endler tank with a Siamese fighting fish, and there's nothing else in there. So they are perfect for my little 23-litre fluval edge. I've got 3 in there, but I'm going to definitely buy 3 more. Found out I can get them at the that futuristic pet store as well that I went to. So I'm going to get them from there. There we go. See, I didn't even know much about them. They were just like a figment of my imagination, and then they were real all of a sudden. And I had to have them, so I did. Oh, these baby crebensis, I moved the... Maybe the screen scares them. I moved the screen, and now they're all like coming up to the top, just like, how you doing? They're so cool. I think the thing with crebensis as well is that, yeah, we'll say we've got 40 in there. Naturally, I reckon you're going to lose some fish. I think when you have a big batch like that, I mean, hopefully not, but let's just say 25 grow up to be adults, or say 20, just a round number, half. I think the way that they'll work is that you'll have like one dominant male and he'll get bigger, and then none of the others will sort of, you know, get to like a big colourful stage like my big male here until you take him out. Just like actually the tank you're looking at now, there's probably 20 little endlers in there. They're black bar endlers crossed with a black guppy. There can be some pure black bars in there and the crosses because the other tank's got a few different things going on. But there's only one guy in there with colour. And she probably can't make out on there. But what I'm doing with these guys is every time... There he is over there. See him? Don't know if you can see him very well. Every time I get a male get some colour, I'm taking them out, putting them in the fluval edge with the better fish, and then I am just going to have like as many colourful male endlers in there as I can. I'm still here. I just had to put something in the video. It's Friday night here, so having a beer, unwinding. All right, I'll come back because I know you all miss me. Over there. What was I going to say? I have this really stupid habit of not turning my heater off when I leave the house, and it costs a bomb to run. Like $1 an hour, so it's probably like $10 every time I leave the house and come back. Oh, I've left it on. And this morning, I know I turned it off. And I came home and the house was warm, but the heater was off. I'm like, what's going on here? And I just went to the bin, picked it up. There's a coffee cup in the bin. No one in this house drinks coffee, so it means my mother-in-law has been here. I'm a detective. And I'm playing with a screwdriver. Eastad, I wanted to ask you, I saw you were playing, what is it? End of Days, is it End of Days, Days End, Crazy Zombie. What is it? I can't remember the show. Sam Crow. Is it any good? This is like a motorbike gang and a zombies movie altogether. I mean, game altogether. Oh, sorry, I've missed a little bit here. Select pet. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yes, I do know Big Easy. Big Easy. Well, everyone knows. It's like, hey, Big Easy, even though it's Pleco Whisper. I took how many months, Pleco, Mark, Big Ease, to figure out that you were the same person. They will be cool in a nano fish tank. They are. So if you've got one, if you've got a nano tank, Sunshine, I strongly suggest you get 700 of them because they're awesome. And then get more tanks to fit them all in. Today I finally picked up some fish. I've been looking for a couple months. Don't laugh. Pink convicts. You know Australians are convicts. I don't know much about the convicts. At least Dad's laughing. He just laughed because you said don't laugh. They sound awesome, Select Pet. Hi, Marvin. Very cool, Select Pet. 808 Tank. Hello. Hey, how are you? Hey, mate, just driving home. I'll listen, lol. Everyone be quiet so Fun Life has nothing to listen to. I'm kidding. How are you, man? Greetings, 808 Tank. Select Pet. I'm really reliving my hobby career. I haven't kept convicts for over a decade now. I got 2 color varieties. Convicts, I'm trying to think. Convict cichlids. I'll have a look in a minute. It'll be like, oh, yes, I know. I know that they've got the black stripes on them. Look, they're trying to say hello to you guys. They're like, hey, can we be in the stream too? So they just stop when I put they don't like the light. Hey, Pond Life. Whoa. I need some rest. Have a great day, mate. Much love to all. Oh, sorry. And then I start asking you questions. Take care, Ace. Laters. Legacy, how are you doing, Mark? Check out my new video. I need to check out your videos, Legacy. I need to hit that bell, that notification button again, because I'm not getting them. Eastad, question mark. What are you talking about, Aqua, mate? Day's gone. That's it. It's awesome. Okay. I think it like big eyes. 808 Tank. It's awesome. It like big eyes. I'm trying to catch up. I'm too far back in the chat. Sorry. Convicts are worse than guppies of the cichlid. What? As in they just breed. That's awesome. Legacy Aquatics. Hi, Pond Life. Sorry, I was kind of skipping over a couple of people. Sunshine Aquatics saying hello, Pond Life. I know you can't see, so everyone's saying hey. Go wind down your window and go, hey, hey, fish fam. You probably will, knowing you, man. Where are we? I could use some tips from you guys. Setting up a tank with angelfish and German blue rams. What else would work good in the tank? Big E's, big R's. Fair enough. I just keep thinking it ain't easy being Big Easy. Don't sue me. It's probably copyrighted Big Easy. I won't say because I have asthma. It ain't easy being wheezy. Yep, Pond Life, I did. I knew you would. I could hear from here all the way from Brisbane to Melbourne. Fantastic fish toppy. I thought that said hi, Gus. I'm like, hello. Hey, guys. What size tank, Sunshine? Yes, back to the question. What size tank is it? But I have 2 angels, rather large. Would love to put blue rams in. The only reason I haven't is I bought one and had it in a smaller tank and it had a parasite and I didn't realize, and I realized too late and it died. I kind of felt bad. So I just went, stay away from them for a little bit. And then my son really wanted a pet fish. So we bought a ghost knife. So then I kind of went, I've got a big ghost knife in there. I've got the angels. I've got the discus, my number one, absolute number one, must have for the tank. Yeah, probably more than the discus. Was a big school of rummy nose tetras. It's like my favorite thing to watch. So you can put rummy nose tetras in there quite easily. Depending on the colors of the angels, you got the blue of the rams and something a bit different. The red and the white and the silver of the rummy nose could be really cool. Cardinal tetra's easy. Maybe it's too much blue for you though. I don't know. I've fallen in love with, and I bought these fish as dither fish for the crebensis to try something different. Epic fail, but there's always a happy ending to the story. I've got the black neon tetras in with my my rummy nose and everything as well. And the black neons, they're growing on me. They're really cool fish. 45 gallon. It's a square tank, 4 angels, and probably 4 rams. 45 gallon. I reckon would look sick with 20 rummy nose because they'll stick together. They school so well. Or the cardinals, they'll school so well as well. They're like the 2 best schoolers, I think. but with different colours. Hey, Legacy, how are you doing? Fantastic fish hobby. Fish tropic. Ugh, snacks is facts. Hashtag. Nice to see you. I would think something that schools a smaller fish, maybe rummy nose. Bang. Select Pet and Aqua Mate are on the same page. Getting platinum angelfish. Platinums are, am I wrong? Are they like a bluey, browny, no, bluey, blacky, silvery sort of colour? Is that right? I had Farlowellas with my rams and angels. Where could you get Farlowellas from? Nobody has Farlowellas. Hey, Fish Tropic. I would love to do some blue tetras, but scared they would get eaten by the angels. Cardinals will be all right. Neons. I do have 3 neons in my my big tank with the big angels. When I say big angels, they're like that big. So they're not little. They are. They've got a way to go though. They can still grow a bit bigger. So that's where I didn't even put the neons in there because I moved them out of the other tank. They weren't happy. It was just the tank was getting neglected. They didn't go. I don't know. It just didn't work, and I thought they could fit with the others. So I put them in there. One of them, I'm pretty sure he just died of old age. He just started getting a bit crippled and had like white growths and stuff, and it wasn't ick, anything like that, a white spot, whatever. I think they were like maybe tumours, just old age. Now the 3 are in there. They don't get picked on at all. They're completely fine. But yeah, some angels I could understand would go them. Ember tetras. Trying to remember which one the ember tetras are. Whatever you do, do not get serpes. Don't get the serpe tetra. I had them, and they just like to try and pick on everything. They think they're kings. They're not like too bad, but they did attack each other when I had a school of them, and then they kind of just slowly whittled off and died, probably because they're stressed all the time trying to attack everything. Just get smaller angels. Yeah, that'll work forever. Buenos Aires tetras or silver dollar tetras. Yeah. You don't know. I don't know much about them. Congo tetras, they're a lot bigger. 54 punchy. Great minds. It's like I'm channeling you guys. Who will be next? Aquariums Down Under, and he will say, "What's up?" I said, "Hey, what's up?" Hey, man, how are you? I think Pam went away for a couple of minutes because I said, obviously, no one has Farlowella. The garage door moved then. Freaked me out. I'm going to get really bright all of a sudden. The Farlowellas, I don't know if you can send them to each other or not. Let me get here. Yeah. Sorry. Making sure. Hey, Dr. S. Experimentus. Just give me 1 second. Yeah. Yeah. Need a hand? Here you go. What's this? Is it Mother's Day presents? Okay. You're not going to give it to me, are you? Yeah. Right, I'll be in a minute. I'll be in a minute. Alrighty. Sorry. Where are we? You can do a lot with the 45 gallon. That is correct. 808. Sorry if I didn't say hey. Said hey. Hey, Punchy. Punchy's laughing. What about turning it to a saltwater tank? Oh, God. Don't listen to him. I thought about dwarf neon rainbows, and I already have some Congos in my 55. I'm setting up a tank and moving far Luella Fry. Hey, aquariums down under. Melbourne. Sup down under. Almost at 150, by the way. Hey, good work, Pond Life. Almost getting there. If anyone hasn't checked out Pond Life, if anyone hasn't checked out anyone in this chat, definitely do. You're growing fast. Turquoise rainbows or New Guinea rainbows. Oh, they're all coming out. Rainbows. Rainbow fish would be very cool. I like the chocolate rainbow. Chocolate? No. What are they called? Red salmon rainbows. They just look like a chocolate color. The one that I like. Yay! Welcome back, Turbo. Hey, Turbo. It's back. Yeah, definitely put plecos in there too. Sunshine. All right. I gotta go. I've been having fun with you guys. I appreciate you all coming by and saying hello. So for everybody that is available in, what is it, 16, no, 18? 41 hours. Come and join us with Dr. Black and Thirsty in this very garage. But ordering some turquoise rainbows tomorrow. There you go. Oh, you for another tank. Yeah, come and join us on Sunday morning for the Aussies, Saturday evening for the Americans and Canadians and all the others amongst us. I appreciate you all coming by. Have a good night, morning, afternoon, evening, all those things. And we will see you Sunday. Thanks. Sorry for the abrupt end. I'm going to go help out. See ya.